Lights up, cars down, we're running for gold. Rado a slab, now watch it explode. Chop corners, clean lines, ready to rise. We don't chase luck, we strategize. Super slabs collect and turn cardboard into legends. Like and subscribe, let's ride.
If you've been paying attention lately, the headlines around Jayden Daniels have been interesting. He looks strong this offseason. The coaching staff is talking about building around him. The organization seems confident heading into the year. And that's interesting because if you look at the card market, it's down on Daniels. When rookie hype was at its peak, his 2024 Prizm Silver PSA 10 was trading north of $1,400. Since then, they've cooled off hard. Those same cards drifted down into the 800 range, roughly a 40 to 50% pullback from the highs. Now here's what makes this intriguing. The negative headlines already happened. The injury concerns already happened. The instability talk already happened. And now the tone has shifted. The coverage is more positive. Expectations are rebuilding. And yet, prices are still sitting in that reset range. Some of the strongest flip setups happen after players had a down year due to injuries. When the outlook starts to improve, but prices haven't caught up, that's where opportunity lies. Let's talk about what the market actually did. When Daniels first hit the hobby with hype behind him, prices were strong. His PSA 10 2024 Prizm card number 347 silver was selling between $1,400 and $1,600. A low pop and a hype train set the market. The card followed its natural progression and leveled off, and at a respectable $1,200, but that was all before the JD train derailed. JD fell to a string of nagging injuries before he had a season-ending injury. The news cycle was full of uncertainty. And prices didn't crash overnight, they just slowly drifted lower, eventually going as low as $675. But here's the key. Recently, they've stopped falling. Instead of new lows, we're seeing stabilization. $725, $750, almost $800. That matters. Because most breakout moves don't start with fireworks. They start quietly, stability first, then momentum. This isn't a love letter to Jayden Daniels. This is a trade. Year 1 was hype, year 2 brought injuries and real doubt. There are legitimate questions about his durability, I'm not going to ignore that. I'm not recommending this as a long-term hold. In fact, I'd caution against that for now. That could change down the road, but at the moment, I think the real opportunity is flipping his cards in the run-up to the 2026 NFL season. Short-term flips don't require superstardom, they require momentum. The coaching staff is publicly confident. The organization is building around him. There's no signs of panic. That creates optimism heading into camp, and optimism alone can lift prices. Here's how I'm playing it. I'm about 80-20 on Daniels, roughly 80% short-term flip exposure. Buy during stabilization, sell into preseason hype and early season momentum. The other 20%, I'm taking a higher risk long-term hold. Because I believe there's a scenario where he has a big year. But I'm not willing to bet everything on that outcome. I'm positioning for the more likely move, a preseason and early season run-up. That's not gambling, that's calculated exposure. Let's talk upside. Right now, Prizm Silver PSA 10s are sitting around $780 to $850. The 365-day average is around $1,000 to $1,050. If prices simply revert back to the average, you're looking at roughly a 25 to 30% move. And quarterback markets move fast. They spike if preseason buzz builds, if camp reports are strong, if he starts 3-1. Momentum stacks quickly. I'm not chasing home runs. I'm positioning for a 20% to 40% swing. When I'm buying raw cards to grade, I'm not thinking about today's prices. I'm thinking 60, 90 days ahead. By the time all those cards come back slab, the market could look very different. You're grading into the preseason buzz, camp hype, positive reports, early season optimism. So the question isn't what does it sell for today? It's what kind of realistic spike will we see when the card comes back. That's how I approach flip plays. I look for raw cards where I believe the market will be trending upward by the time they return from grading. I know that seems like common sense, but you'd be surprised how many people look at the current comps and think that's what they'll be getting when they get their cards back. So to wrap this up, the Jayden Daniels train has left the station, but it's not so far gone that you can't still hop on. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe if this helped, and let me know in the comments if Jayden Daniels is a boom or a bust.
Lights up, cars down, we're running for gold. Rado a slab, now watch it explode. Chop corners, clean lines, ready to rise. We don't chase luck, we strategize. Super Slabs collecting, turn cardboard into legends. Like and subscribe, let's ride.